Okay, hello and welcome to this special interview. I'm in the company of Mr. Akimo, a concerned citizen or resident of District 10, Monrovia County. He published a concern on social media demanding response from Representative Yekeh Kolubah to conduct a district sitting and report to the citizens or residents of District 10, Monrovia County. He claimed that since 8 years now, the district representative hasn't made a report to the district. Mr. Mo, welcome to this interview.
Thank you. I think this is a great opportunity. This is a great platform that I'm going to reintegrate what I wrote. And it's something that the people get to know. Let me say emphatically that this is not being political. This is not being masterminded by any politician. I'm just trying to be a good citizen. I'm trying to be the guy who should be the voice of the voiceless. And so we thought that we raised this concern. This is now our first time. We did that in the first year. Our page, we say that clearly that we wrote again to the honorable man when he attended having the first sitting at the FMCA building, but to no avail, and we heard that it got disrupted, and since then we have not had any sitting on what is unfolding in the Capitol building.
You listed lots of counts that the lawmaker has failed to achieve or meet those counts. Can you read out some of those counts that the lawmaker failed to meet?
Yeah, firstly, we don't even know the difficulties our lawmaker is being faced with. All we understand every time he's in some tussle. So we thought to come up clear it. Firstly, we have not gotten updates from him. We have proposed that our district sitting should include updates on legislative activities, a summary of key legislation initiatives and projects that Honorable Kolubah has been involved with since his elections, community concerns, an open forum where constituents can voice their opinions, discuss local issues, and ask questions directly to their representative. Future plans, an outline of upcoming projects, legislative goals, and ways that the community can be involved in moving forward. We believe that fostering a closer relationship between Honorable Kolubah and the citizens of District 10 will empower our community and enhance the collaborative spirit necessary to tackle our shared challenges. As member of this great district, we respectfully request that a date and venue for the sitting be arranged at the earliest possible convenience. Our community trusts on engagement, and we look forward to an informative and productive section. So our own request, this is not a demand, this is an honest request. This is a mandatory, some of the mandate of our lawmaker, and we feel we are obligated to getting report from him, and he's not doing it. So maybe he has forgotten, so we thought to remind him. Our lawmaker might be going through some tough times, but again, a problem shared is a problem solved. If the district is not in the know, he's fighting alone, and we need to fight along with him because we elected him. There is no way we can distance ourselves from our lawmaker. He still remains our lawmaker, but we need to be informed properly. He need to come back, call a town hall meeting, that we always sit together and say, Mr. Lawmaker, we can go this route and we can go this route. That has been our issue.
So, Mr. Moore, there are how many of you in this particular quest to demand a report from the lawmaker?
Approximately, we almost 5,000 persons have been receiving calls. We held so many meetings, and it have a good fruition. Everybody called me. More than 5,000 persons kept calling. And I don't want to do it the usual way. I want to be very much legal. I don't want to take the street. I don't want to go to Kolubah offices. I don't want to go to his legislative office. We will do all we can do legally to make sure we get him to report during his break. We're going to be very magnanimous in doing this. We're not going to do the normal way of protest. No. This is not our intention. That will make us concerned citizens.
It is your first time demanding a report from Representative Kolubah. I understand more than 8 years now. He hasn't had a district sitting or report to the district.
Like I said earlier in my thesis statement, in his first 6 years, the 3rd year I wrote on Kolubah, informing him that the district would like to hear from him if he was under more tension when we requested that we talk as a employer and employee, but to no avail. And this time we're going to try again, and this time we're going to use every legal means to get Kolubah reporting to us.
People may see this as a politically motivated move. How do you turn your move? Were you induced, were you paid to say these things about Representative Kolubah, or it is a citizen quest for the district representative to make report?
This is a citizen quest. People who know from where I come, I am not the kind of belly-driven person. I am moved by inspiration and the people quest. This is how I move. I've been into politics, and everywhere I went, I worked independently. When I feel insecure and not listened to, I resigned. So nobody have controlled me, nobody have paid me. I remain very resolute that this quest must be adhered to. This is a proper democratic practice. I am not going to collaborate with people who want to castigate on Kolubah. No, I'm doing this for the people. I think the people need to hear from him. We're going 8 years, we have not heard from him. I live in one of the biggest parts of district number 10, Peace Island. So to be living in this district, this slum community, and not hearing from the man who representing us and what he's going through, what are those legislation, what are those projects, I think it baffles me, for which I think the people have been complaining, and we have to get involved. We cannot be living here and cannot get involved.
Representative Kolubah, listening to you, must say, Akimo knows some of my projects. Why can he tell the people that I have projects running in the district, rather than taking onto the media or going on social media to demand me to make report? Are you aware of any project being carried out by the representative, or projects that he has initiated?
The formalities of bringing projects to people is through the district sitting. You cannot be having a societal kind of project and want me to know, or want the people of district 10 to know. At those sittings is where you disclose to the district about the project you undertaking or you want to undertake, about your involvement and legislation support, is at those sittings. You don't expect me to sit at my house. I'm finding the media 24/7. I have not seen anything about Honorable Yekeh Kolubah project. So these are things that prompted our quest to sit with him. So it's not about just a makeup. I have not heard of any project being carried on since Honorable Kolubah became the lawmaker for district number 10. I have not heard of any.
What if he comes and said that 1 year into my election, the horse went into conflict, and since then the conflict hasn't ended, so there was no way possible for me to carry on the project or even report back to the district? What you say about that?
The lawmaker and his constituents are like married people. Whether the man has job, he must speak to his wife. Whether the man has money, he must speak to his wife. Whether the day was good, he must speak to his wife. So whether in good or bad time, we employ him. It's his responsibility to come back to us and inform us what's unfolding. We should not just be listening to radio and hearing him being strangulated and hearing him being interrogated, and he's not telling us. The reason why it's officially said that they should have district sitting is because they want you to inform your people. So Mr. Kolubah, don't think that he shouldn't be thinking that we will hear all the things car and get involved what he's doing. He has the time to meet us and inform us. You can have level-headed people in your district and you have an issue with projects, you have an issue with your own salary, and you just can come back and inform them. I mean, I think this is serious disservice to the people of district number 10, and we cannot keep sleeping on it. We must speak to it. That is not an excuse. That is not an excuse at all.
What you think could be the solution to this? You are giving ultimatum up to Saturday. What the next step could be?
Well, like I said, we are going to pursue this issue legally to a very legal end. We have called on the people of district number 10, the citizens, to not panic. You know, if you read the post yesterday, there were too many people for, and there were a lot of people who also came in his defense that we were being paid. But we want to be very clear on this medium that we were not being paid, so we're going to do the most legal means. I can assure you that after this field, we are going to read the plenary, informing them how we feel as concerned citizens of District 10, that we have not had a report from our district lawmaker. 8 years running now. We hope that some of your colleagues who can convince him the same way they are doing it, to talk to him, that he be persuaded to come back to his people and inform them what's unfolding. If we cannot get that done, I can assure you we'll take more legal action to make sure our lawmaker come back to us.
When you write plenary of complaining your lawmaker of some of these quote-unquote violations of your right to listen to him, to receive report from him, what sort of response do you expect from a plenary of the House of Representatives?
Well, we expect that they call him to order. Maybe proceeding is his problem, and they might give him the way forward, how to meet his people. You know, sometimes we all are still learning, and nobody is too old for learning. So maybe it's procedure issue giving him tough time, so they could just get in on path, and like that, it's easy to talk to his people. And there are some other friends that he's close to, that we see him meet up with more often. They are also more listening, like on mobility. He always going back home, meeting his people, who could also write him. You might be aware this community is dominantly people from Nimba. Other tribes are here, and so we could use every means that we get Honorable Kolubah coming to us to explain. Like I say, we will not be violent. This is not politically motivated. It's just our right to listen to him, what's he going through, what his activities, and what is upcoming for us. Those are just our concern.
When you talk about every means, you mentioned Representative Berete saying he's close to Yekeh Kolubah, or some of his, and you also talk about this community being dominated by people from Nima County. So are you saying that you're going to use some of the Nima lawmakers to try to convince Representative Kolubah to report to his people?
Yeah, District 10 is a very big district. I'm just using this place as a case sample. You got the old road that have dominantly Bassa people too, and you have other part of District 10 that have different tribes. So we are going to work collaboratively to make sure that we reach out to almost all of them, informing them that we have not gotten report from our lawmaker since his inception of his elections, and we thought that it's necessary that he be engaging. He could be facing some difficulties, but again, we are not holding people to know it. We are not so serious. So he need to come and explain himself vividly so that we get involved with the things he's going through. I just went through the Facebook the other day and saw a car being driven. And I was one person who wrote that it was wrong. There's a difference between violation and crime. I think the speaker committed crime, Yekeh committed violation. And there are two different incidents. When you commit crime, there are penalties. When you commit violation, there are fines. And so we are aware, but again, he has not come back to us. So we just spoke as concerned citizens of Liberia and seeing it to be a wrong trending, that the elder have done the wrong thing. Normally, the elder should be right. Take your time, forgo some, and make sure that peace live on. I signed the peace document of 2017, And I know what we did to sign that peace document. We don't want anybody to kind of destabilize our country. It wasted our time. So every time you see us involved into things, it's because we want to mitigate that our people will be satisfied and we all can move forward. I could live here selfishly and say that I don't need I don't need Uncle Kolubah. He's not doing anything for me. But again, it doesn't go down well with the ordinary people. The ordinary people we elect a year for him, they elected him. We elected him. Look, we cannot distance ourselves and say because I was not part of the election that elected him, so I am not going to speak to him. No. From the day he won the election, he turned to be our lawmaker. So it's our responsibility to also protect him, but he's not coming back home. He's fighting a single man war. And I'll tell you this, a general with all army is a POW. So we need him to come back. We use every persuasive means to get our lawmaker back to us, to talk to us and avail himself and tell us what's the situation in the national legislature.
Anything else before I leave you?
Yeah, again, I just want to say to the public that this quest is not being political masterminded. It's a quest of the people. It's a quest that the people have seen us to be their mouthpiece, the consensus. Somebody asked yesterday, where was this organization from 2017 up to now? This is not an organization. This is a group that just emerged from dissatisfaction, and we thought to speak to it. And they just use me as their head. And because they feel that maybe I have the opportunity to speak out. And so that there are a lot of people in District 10 who have done this. But again, I think it was just the time. And we must take the mantle to make sure our people get what they want. And getting what they want is nothing much than just hear from our lawmaker. Then he explain to us what's the situation. Then he explain to us what's in the cover for us. There are too many issues we are hearing. District 17 lawmaker raised an issue about social development funds, district development funds. We also need that our lawmaker come back to us and what's the situation with the district development funds and the social development funds. Look, we are not going to pamper any government. We are not going to pamper any lawmaker. We are going to be clear. The survivability of our people, that what matters to us. Liberia is a big country, it's bigger than all of us, and we need everybody to look at this as a national fight, not an Akimo fight, not a political fight, but a fight to redeem District number 10 and get the rightful representation we need from our lawmaker. We're not fighting him, we are calling on him. We are appealing to Honorable Kolubah, we will remain in the stone. We're not going to change. We are appealing to you, Honorable Kolubah, please make yourself available, organize a sitting that we will attend, ask the question, recommend, and move our district forward. District number 10 is all we have. I got nowhere to live again. I got all my properties here. I got my family properties here. And so it's to my heart. This is the reason why I'm taking the lead. Thank you again. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you so much, Akim Mo, a concerned citizen or resident in District 10, who quest is to only tell the representative Yekeh Kolubah to report to the district. My name is Haji Masale. I say thanks so much for watching Spoon TV. As always, we are dishing out Liberia's best. Thanks for watching.